shotgun blast!
Oh là là. What's up? What's up? Je suis fatigué, voilà. Je viens de me réveiller d'une sieste. Parce que c'est ça l'affaire. Je me lève à 6h. Mais, comme je suis fatigué parce que je me couche trop tard. J'ai juste envie de get dans l'habitude de lever à 6h. Je fais genre, petit à petit, j'essaie d'arranger les choses dans ma vie, là. De clean up de shit. Mais là, je suis trop fatigué, so... je fais juste ma routine, je fais quelques trucs qui me demandent pas tant d'énergie, après je fais une sieste. Puis après je fais des choses qui me demandent plus d'énergie. Puis là normalement j'aurais hit le gym, mais j'étais comme... J'ai envie de jouer de la guitare. So, j'ai joué la guitare, puis je vais aller hit le gym après. Je vais hit la guitare, je vais faire mon workout de split, et après je vais aller hit le gym. Donc... Aujourd'hui, je vais faire whatever. Je crois que je vais faire Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, and Come As You Are. Genre tout ça. Je vais me réveiller pendant cette session. À la fin de la session, je vais être in fire. Voilà, c'est ça. C'est ça qu'il faut. Ok. So, prendre ça. Et je vais baisser ça. Voilà. Pour voir mieux la guitare. Toujours monter un petit peu plus comme ça, c'est mieux. Même là encore, c'est pas satisfait. Là, c'est plus une question de monter ça. Ça. Yes. Les cheveux, ça va pas du tout, hein, non. Je les ai pas coiffés. Alright, let's go. Donc là, je fais un peu de voilà. Ok, là c'est quoi déjà le truc que j'avais pris pour Wish You Were Here, c'est genre ça. Comme ça. Donc, je vais refaire la leçon du début. C'est pour ça que je recommence la leçon à chaque jour. Comme ça, c'est fresh. Donc, comme si j'avais rien appris. On va voir la pub, of course. Bro, what?
Please.
Snow White.
You were saying. And that's gonna stay for, you know, pretty much, well, it's gonna stay for the whole intro. So check it out. If I have a G chord, the middle finger's on the third, index is on the second here.
Ça, c'est juste l'intro. Mais il y a une autre vidéo après pour le solo.
And if you just mute the A string with your middle finger, you get kind of a cleaner G chord. It's called a G5. What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here. So happy to be teaching you one of the most classic acoustic tunes ever. In this lesson, we're going to be breaking down that intro and then the chords that follow for the rest of the song. Be sure to check out my other videos to teach that opening solo as well. Also, appreciate all your support. Please subscribe to this new channel of mine and leave comments about other lessons you want to learn and anything else. And anyway, enough of that. Let's zoom in and start breaking this one down right now. Here we go! Alright, so let's break this one down. What's going to happen is we're playing an E minor, a G chord, and what's kind of called an A, well it is, it's called an A7 sus4, which sounds fancy, but really what we want to do for this whole intro is we're going to have our pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E, and our ring finger on the 3rd fret.
Le nettoyant pour le corps Old Spice.
Comment, juste regarder un peu une pub là. Ils vont monter nos...
Hydrate-toi.
Fret of the B string. And that's going to stay for, you know, pretty much, well, it's going to stay for the whole intro. So check it out. If I have a G chord, the middle finger's on the 3rd, index is on the 2nd here. And if you just mute the A string with your middle finger, and if you just index is on the 2nd here. And if you just mute the A string with your middle finger, kind of a cleaner G chord. It's called a G5. But either way you play G, that's all good. So you have the G chord, and then we have the E minor chord while we're holding that down. And these two right here, over, so it's the 2nd fret of the D, 2nd fret of the G. Holding these. Forget the low E. That's the A7 sus4. So you have E minor, G, and A7 sus4.
I don't know anything about what it's saying.
And then the licks that go on are really outlining the chords. So if you play those chords well, the licks are fun and outline the chord shapes. So I'll show you what I mean. The first thing, remember, we'll just keep those glued on. The first thing we're going to do is this. And what happens is it just looks like that E minor chord, but we're going to hit the open A, and then we're going to hammer onto the second fret of the A string. Then the open D string, and then middle finger.
Si tu fais ça, là.
On the second fret of that D string. And we hold that E minor chord right after. So it looks like this. Strum the chord. And he varies the rhythm, but whenever he does, the pulse is pretty much down, 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 down. Or, you know, just strong.
Calisse de pub à mort. En fait, il faut payer le gars, hein, je crois.
Strum, down strums on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can do up strums. And then you can even syncopate it more.
C'est l'impro vraiment le.
They're all real
Le
straight.
strum et.
Okay,
et
so let's
l'impro.
go over that lick again. we're going to play the open G, then the D string holding this chord still, then we take our finger off. So it goes. And then we go to that G5 chord. If it's easier for you to play the full G, that's fine. I'm playing the G5 where the A is muted. Like that. So look, G5 where the A is muted. So let's start from the beginning. These locked down.
Ok, non, je sais pas pourquoi il fait ça, mais c'est vraiment.
This time, we're going to play the exact same thing, but instead of, we have a little lead-in note where our finger already is on that G, so the 3rd fret of the low E. So we've just added that pickup note, but the rest stays the same. So let's do it from the top. Same thing again. Same thing again. New thing. So let's pick it up right before that new thing. We have the 3rd fret of the low E, hammer on the 2nd, open D, 2nd fret D, E minor strum. Check it out. We're holding that E minor down. We're going to play the D string, then take our finger off and play that string again. Then we'll do the same thing on the A string. Once with our finger down, then once with it off. And then we go to that A7 sus4, and he definitely goes da 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 da.
So, ok, pour l'instant, c'est ça. Donc c'est pas mal ça pour l'instant.
He does a faster strum, da 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 da. But even if, as long as you're just getting that 1,
C'est des fois vous remarquez que je fais genre des trucs comme... voilà, des mouvements bizarres là. J'ai des tics.
2, 3, 4. If you can feel those downbeats, you're going to be good. All right, so check it out.
Create a voiceover using your own voice. Customize with a...
From the top, nice and slow. New thing. A7 sus.
Ça c'est... Non, après ça c'est... Après... C'est comme ça. Ok.
Now it doesn't do the pickup note there because we're on this. It's going to just do that very first thing we did. And then the second, the new A sus thing again.
Ok, ça c'est genre...
Then a hammer on of the open A, second fret. Just like we did in the very beginning. Then the open D. And then the G chord. Open D.
Je vais pratiquer ce que je sais déjà là.
A7 sus. Now it doesn't do the pickup note there because we're on this. It's going to just do that very first thing we did. And then the new A sus thing again. Then a hammer-on of the open A, 2nd fret, just like we did in the very beginning. Then the open D, and then the G chord. The open D, and then the G.
Ok, ça c'est what?
D chord. Then it repeats the whole thing again, and that. Then it repeats the whole thing again. Then it repeats the whole thing again. And that's when the solo comes in, which will be in
Il reste juste 3 minutes,
another
what the
video.
fuck? Ça va non mais vite.
So let's take the whole thing from the top, and I'll do it nice and slow for you. Alright, here we go. You're locked in.
Mais c'est 2 fois ça.
New thing.
Puis c'est d'en bas.
A7 sus4.
Comme ça.
No pickup note. New thing again. A7 sus4. Hammer on the 2nd fret of the A7 sus4. Hammer on the 2nd fret of the A string.
Fuck! C'est pas le temps d'avoir une pub, man. Yo, les temps passent tombés vite, what the fuck?
What if the next step in your career is closer than you think? With Coursera
Je donne
Plus,
l'argent à
learn
Money
from more than
Music, je donne l'argent à Money
325
Music.
experts like
Ça me fait
Microsoft.
60 000.
Open D. And then a hold on G strum. It starts again.
Tu vois, déjà là, j'ai l'impression de l'avoir plus rapidement que quand j'ai. Que quand j'apprends. Mes doigts sont plus agiles que quand j'apprenais fucking. Comme à Jour, que j'ai pas fini d'apprendre, by the way. Ok, je vais arrêter la vidéo parce que ça va s'arrêter soon, puis je vais faire ce que j'ai appris, après je vais arrêter pour de vrai. Alright. Attends, j'ai besoin de le revoir faire.
String. To the A string, 7 sus4. A7 sus4. Hammer on the second fret of the A string, open D, and then a hold on G strum. It starts again.
Ah, ça sonne trop bien. J'ai envie de faire ça, mais c'est pas tant dur en plus. À ce moment-là, on sent qu'à n'importe quel moment le solo peut commencer. Sauf que moi, je strum pas correctement à la fin. Je vais voir comment lui fait. Strum down. Down. Genre, il fait juste comme... n'importe quoi avec le doigt ici. Il fait juste comme...
And that gets you through
get it, man. Vidéo plus longue aujourd'hui parce que ça me motive. Le temps passe trop vite, man. Il fait juste n'importe quoi, mais genre. Oh, I wish you could tell. Heaven from hell. Pas mal, je vais refaire une fois. une autre fois. Par action, il réalise l'impossible.